today is the 27th of November 2023, and we'd like to look at some more possible questions, exam questions, and this will be our 6th video. Thank you so much everyone who has been watching our video and subscribed on our channel or following us. Okay, please, if you haven't considered it already, can you please consider subscribing, following us, sharing and liking our videos. The good thing is, if you subscribe, immediately I upload the video, you'll be notified. Okay, and share, like. There are people also out there who you might know. Some of them might not even tell you, but may need some help for receipts, or maybe they have children doing Gcse next year or next 2 years. So please don't keep it to yourself. Share. Okay, thank you. I normally write in the comment section, please follow my notes/scripts. Math has to do with a lot of numbers. So, for instance, this fraction here, 10 over 17 plus 1 over 17, giving you 11 over 17. If you hear anything otherwise, please follow the notes. Okay, the notes are very, very accurate. Beware of scammers. Okay, if you've not heard anything in the video, then it's not coming from me or anyone I know of. Okay, and linking to that, if you are not the account holder, please ask for permission before you use somebody else's account. Okay, not even just for my platform, but if you are going to use somebody else's stuff, it's good you ask permission before you use it. You don't just take it or subscribe. Okay, you might end up putting somebody in trouble, okay, because of your actions. So if the account is not yours, ask for permission. If you can open your own account, open it and subscribe, or ask for someone's help to help you open your own account. Okay, we've been looking at exam questions. Okay, we've done a lot of topics. So for the sake of the people doing their exams next year, I thought I'll start gradually doing some questions with you, okay, so that you can understand. And if you learn them and you learn similar questions and you learn similar topics, if the exam comes and you can score full marks on those questions, then you have a greater chance of getting an A star, between A star and C. So that's what we've been doing so far. Okay, so watch last video for recap. Okay, today we'll have another revision on fractions, but today we are looking at addition. Okay, last time we look at subtraction. Okay, the addition and the subtraction are similar, just that in the subtraction you subtract the numerators. In addition, you add the numerators. Before you do that, the denominators have to be the same. So let's look at the example I have for you. The first one is 10 divided by 17 plus 1 divided by 17. Here, the denominators are the same, so I'll just add the numerators. Okay, so 10 plus 1, 11 divided by 17. The second one also, our denominators are the same, so 3 add 2, 5 divided by 8. Third one, denominators are the same, so 3 add 4, 7 divided by 11. Fourth, denominators are the same, so 4 add 1, 5 divided by 15. Fifth, denominators are still the same, so 3 add 4, 7 divided by 10. Sixth, denominators are not the same, so we have to try and make it the same using our knowledge of factors. Okay, so what do I do to 5 to become 15 times 3? Whatever I do to the denominator, I have to do it to the numerator. So 7 divided by 15, add 3 divided by 15. So now the denominators are the same. So I have 10 divided by 15. If I divide the numerator by 5 and the denominator by 5, I have 2 out of 3. Okay, so 2 divided by 3, that will be my fraction, or 2 over 3. Here, the denominators are the same, so I have 7 over 14, but I can reduce it further by dividing the numerator and the denominator by 7. And if I do that, I have 1 over 2, or half. Now, the last one, the denominators are the same. So 1 plus 4, 5 divided by 6. Some of these status are stuff that came in our mental. Okay, you were given these questions, they were not written or printed, and the teacher just says it and gives you 30 seconds or 20 seconds to solve it. Okay, so immediately it prepares you for your maths lesson, and then immediately you start. You know these things already because you've been taught, and then what if it's time for you to apply them, whether in algebra or whatever, you can just apply them. Okay, so these are things we did on daily basis, which allowed you to solve questions quicker. Okay, so don't be thinking, oh, they are so simple, because for all you know, there are people in foundation lesson who can't, up till now, even though I've done a video, I've repeated this several times, we've used it to solve algebra questions, they still can't grasp it. So the only help you can give is to just keep on repeating it, and then hopefully one day the light will just go on. You'll say, oh, okay, I get it now. Okay, and then hopefully then my work is really, really done. Now today we are looking at more questions. Okay, so I have a question here for you. It's some of the exam questions and possible questions you can have. Okay, here they say the area of a triangle and a rectangle are equal. So in this question, not in any other, in this instance, this area here, okay, if you find the area here and the area of these two figures, they are equal. They are not drawn to scale. Okay, find A from the diagrams. Okay, so as you can see, okay, now look at it. That is the base and that is the height. That is a triangle. And this area, if you find the area of this triangle, is the same as the area of the rectangle. The rectangle, this is the length and the width. If you look at the base of the triangle, they gave it to you as 4a plus 2 centimeters. The height is in centimeters, okay? So the units are in centimeters. The rectangle, they've given you the length as 8 centimeters and the width as 2 8 centimeters. So I'm going to find the area of the two figures and add them together and equate them, okay? So I made a statement here. Let the area of the triangle be 80, okay? Now we know that the area of any triangle is half base times height. In this diagram, the base is 4a plus 2, all in centimeters. The height is 6 centimeters. So I'm going to use this formula. So half 4a plus 2, okay, and then the height 6, okay. So the area of the triangle is, assuming I use this 2 to reduce this 6, I have 3. So it will be 3 4a plus 2. So the area of the triangle now will be 3 into bracket 4a plus 2. If I expand it, I have 3 times 4a, 12a. 3 times 2 is 6. So this will be my first equation. That is the area of the triangle. Now let's look at the rectangle. The length is 8 centimeters. The width is 2a from there to there. So the area of the rectangle, AR, will be length times width. So my length is 8 centimeters and my width is 2a. Okay. So area of the rectangle, 8 times 2a will be 16a. That will be the second one. Okay. But in this question, not in every question, just in this question, okay, they realize that the area of the rectangle is the same as the area of the triangle. So I can equate the area of the triangle to the area of the rectangle. Okay. So now the area of both rectangle and triangle will give me 12a plus 6 equals 16a. Which we've already found. Okay. Now we are going to put the a's to one side and the numbers to one side. Okay. Because this now is algebra. So they've mixed algebra with geometry. Okay. So now 6 now here, there will be 16a minus 12. Because this is plus 12. So if it comes to this side, it will become minus. So 6 will be equal to 4a. So a will be equal to 6 divided by 4, which is 3 over 2. Okay, so we can leave our answer as 6 over 4 or use factors to reduce it further to become 3 over 2. Now, the first part of the equation said, find a from the diagram. So we found a. But look at it. We can't say a centimeters because a is not the base. It's just a variable. 2a is not the width. It's just the variable. Okay. So we can leave here a on its own, 3 over 2. So if that's all we need to find, a equals 3 over 2. We don't need to put the units, okay? Because it's a variable. Now, the second part of the equation says, find the base of the triangle. If you go back and look at the diagram here, that is our base, 4a plus 2. So now that we know a, we can substitute 3 over 2 into 4a plus 2. Okay, and if we get our base, here we can add the centimeters. So a is, base is 4a times a, which is 3 over 2 plus 2. So we can either have 12 divided by 2, or we can reduce it and have 6 plus 2. Whichever way you do it, you should end up getting your base as 8 centimeters. Okay, remember your units, because now 4a plus 2 is from there to there, and that's your base, and you should leave your answer in centimeters. Now, this third part, find the width of the rectangle. The width from the rectangle here is 2a, and we've already found a. And now this is also the width, so we have to leave our answer in units. So find the width of the rectangle here. So the width will be 2. We already know a, 3 over 2. So if we cancel out the 2, our width will be 3 centimeters. Okay. Now, if you go back and do the test, the area of the rectangle should be equal to the area of the triangle in this equation. Okay. Now, let's look at the next question we have here. Okay. The example here is, look at the diagram. We've just done Pythagoras. Okay. So even this alone, without even reading the question, I can find the B part. Okay. But let's read the question first and do what they're asking us to do. Okay, they want us to do. So a ladder of length 35 feet. So this is the ladder. It's 31 feet. Sorry, not 35, 31 feet. Okay, the foot of the ladder is 8 feet from the wall. So the foot of the ladder here is 8 feet from the wall. So this is our wall, this is our ladder. Our ladder meets the wall here. The wall of the ladder is 35 feet. So from here to here is 35 feet, as shown in the diagram. Use the diagram to find the distance from the top of the ladder to the wall. So we want to find this distance here. Okay, we know from here to here is 35 feet. We can use Pythagoras to find this side here. Okay, and then whatever we get, we subtract from 35, and that will be our answer C. Okay, so this is a twist in Pythagoras. We are still using Pythagoras to find B, but when you find B, don't stop there. You have to subtract B from the total 35 feet to get your C. Okay, so this is where you need to be alert and open your eyes. What is the question asked me to do? What do I know already that can help me solve the question? Okay, so just using Pythagoras and solving the B part, you haven't finished. You need to complete it and find C. Okay, so from the diagram, B plus C will be 35 feet, which I've just shown you. B plus C here will be 35 feet. Okay, but we have to find B first, and that is where we can use Pythagoras. Okay, I've just done a lot of videos on Pythagoras. Go and help yourself. Okay, have a look. So using Pythagoras theorem, okay, your hypotenuse, which is 31 feet all squared, should be equal to 8 feet plus B squared from there to there, because this is a right angle triangle there. So 31 all squared will be 8 squared plus B squared. Now B squared will be equal to 31 all squared minus 8 squared. B squared, if you use the calculator, will be 961 minus 64. B squared will now be 897. B will be plus or minus square root of 897. Now we are dealing with length, so we are going to use the positive, not the negative. So B now will be 29 0.95 feet to 2 decimal places. Okay, we haven't been told to use 1 decimal or 2 decimal places, so we'll just do that. Okay, so B from here to here will be 29.95 feet. Okay, if I'm doing a non-calculator paper, I'll be tempted to leave it to the nearest whole number, which would be 30, because 35 minus 30 will give me 5 feet. But if it's a calculator paper, I can leave it as 29.95, 2 decimal place, because the calculator is going to do the work for me. Okay, so from the diagram, to find this part here, the remaining length of the wall that is not covered by the ladder, because the ladder gets reaches here. Okay, it will be 35 feet minus this B. So I have 35 minus 29.95, which will give me 5.05 feet to 2 decimal places. That is if it's a non-calculator paper. But if it's not a non-calculator paper, I'm going to leave B as 30, which is the nearest whole number. So I have 35 minus 30, which is 5, okay, feet. Because you want to make your work as easy as possible. And the more you learn some of these tricks, the better. Okay, because 35 minus 29.5 is easy to do, but I'd rather let the calculator do this for me. Remember your units, okay? And then also, if I've been asked to leave the answer in 1 decimal place, then, or the nearest whole number, then it will be 5 feet. But I haven't been told. So again, if it's a calculator paper, then I'll leave it here to be as accurate as possible, 5.05 feet. But if it's a non-calculator paper, just for the sake of quick answering, I'll do the nearest whole number there, which will give me 30. 35 minus 30 will be 5 decimal place. Whichever way you put your answer, as long as they haven't told you anything in the question and you leave it that way, they will still give you the full marks. Okay. Thank you so much for watching our videos today, and I'll see you in the next.